Hi everyone, it's Adrian from Living Holistic Health here. You know, a lot of our clients come and see us when they're struggling with digestive and gut issues and they've been trying to seek answers to exactly what's making them feel unwell and they're just not getting anywhere. And very often what we send them for is something quite simple to give us some answers, and that's a functional stool test. So we send our clients off for this test, and that very often will identify exactly what the underlying cause is of the problem so that we can provide a specific treatment plan to get them feeling better much faster. And why this is important is because there's many things which can cause someone to feel digestively or gut issues, from bloating, constipation or reflux, all those symptoms that you're probably familiar with. If you have those, then there's many things that can cause that. So a functional stool test is something that's not available from a GP. It's a specialised test that we, as the integrative and naturopathic practitioners, have access to and that we use for our patients. And we tend to find that when we send people for these tests, it gets to the underlying cause of that problem or identifies it, which means that we can then provide them with much more targeted treatments to get them feeling better much faster. And what I mean by that is that we can it gives us answers as to whether it's a gut issue to do with bacteria imbalance. So it might be something to do with good and bad bugs that we can prescribe then if that's the case, some specific types of probiotics to make them feel better. We can identify whether it's something to do with them not absorbing their nutrients properly. So for a lot of people, they don't absorb things like fats very well, for example, if they've got issues with their liver or gallbladder. And if that's the case, this test will identify that and then enable us to target to that absorption to get them absorbing the nutrients better and making them feel better. It could be something to do with parasites, for example. So the functional stool test will identify whether it's something to do with that, and then we can prescribe a specific treatment to try and address that and get them feeling better that way. Or it could be something to do with nothing to do with bugs or parasites or anything like that. It could be something to do with hormones. So for a lot of women, for example, they suffer from this condition called endometriosis, which is to do with estrogen production, etc., which can have symptoms very, very similar to IBS or gut issues. So if with this type of stool test, we can identify that might be the driver or the cause, and we can then work on some specific nutrients to help increase the estrogen flow and rebalance the hormones and get them feeling better that way. Or it could even be something to do with gluten. So people who are gluten sensitive, they might not be celiac, but they might have an issue with gluten. This test will then enable us to identify that, and then we can address that as the source of the problem, get them feeling better. So I hope you can see there that there's many, many ways that this sort of test is very, very useful, and our clients do feel the benefits of using it. And if that's something that has been troubling you digestively, then that's something that you may wish to look at. So it's a functional stool test available through an integrated practitioner such as ourselves, which will get to the root cause of the problem and then enable a treatment to get you feeling much better, much faster, and more full of life again. So if that's something that interests you, please send us a message or get in contact with us, and we can certainly help you out that way. Thanks very much for listening.